and welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's workout. We are doing workout 3 of week 3 of our 8-week beginner program. This is another full body workout that's going to use a long resistance band for some of the moves, a short resistance band and the use of a bench or a chair. We're using the bench or the chair for our standing mountain climbers. So because we're doing this move for the first time, we're going to elevate it to start off anyway to make it a bit easier, and the use of a chair or a bench, whatever you can use as support, is really helpful. We're doing 30 seconds of work and 30 seconds of rest, 10 moves, very similar setup to what we've been doing all of this week. In next week's workout, I'll be adding on an additional move to what we already do, so there'll be 11 moves in the circuit, and we'll also be changing the work to rest time, so it's back to that 35 to 25 second split that we saw in week 2. But in 10 seconds, we're going to get started with our warm-up, and we're going to get started with a light jog. So make sure that you've got some space around you and you can jog around, or you can jog on the spot with me. Off we go.
Watch out, I'm coming for you, and it will feel like it's a dream coming true. You're mine, I already knew. You dropped that gorgeous, but you don't have a clue. Your smile could tear me apart. I dwell with the strangely aching heart. Just hold on.
Into a high side-to-side lunge. Turn to the side for an active hamstring stretch. So reach down, try and grab the toes if you can, and then come back up, arms up, and then back down.
I dwell with the strangely aching heart. Just hold on, you'll soon be mine. I know that you'll give it to me.
Back into jogs.
Fall in love with me, 'cause I know we're supposed to be. Let's go home to bed now. It's more than just a game for two. It's made for me and you. I stay in your head now until you're mine, mine. Let's go home to bed now. It's more than just a game for two. It's made
High side-to-side lunge.
in your head now until you're mine, mine,
Into your butt kickers.
Right now I'm standing in a corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing oh, everybody's singing oh. I don't know what it is about you.
Turn to face the side. We're going to do a step back and then reach across.
Got nothing to lose. You're looking so old. You're looking so old. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do. When I look in your eyes, I don't know how, but it feels like I'm drunk on you. It's almost like you made.
And rest. Okay, so we're going to start off with a bicep curl. So grab your long resistance band, place it on the floor, have your feet over the top, about shoulder width apart, and grab the top of your band. If you've got handles, this is much easier to do. You're going to have your knuckles facing the camera, and all we're going to simply do is make sure that we've got neutral alignment so our backs are nice and straight. We're going to raise our arms so they're about 90 degrees and then lower them back down. In 3, 2, 1, off we go.
And trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, go, go. Running to better times. Go, go, go. From my emotions I'll go, go, go. Running to better times. To better times. To better times. To better times. To better times.
Okay, keep that band in your hand. What we're going to do next is some standing oblique crunches. So for this, I would suggest that you have the band a little bit lower down, so you've got a bit of tension. The lower down you hold the band, the more tension you're going to get. We're going to raise up to one side, come back to the centre, and then raise up with the other arm to create a bend and tension from that band. In 3, 2, 1, we go.
Never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right. Nothing can stop me in the night, like I'm leaving all the bad stuff. And trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, go, go. Running to better times. Go, go, go. From my emotions.
And rest. So place the band down. We're going to come over to our bench now. We're going to do some standing mountain climbers. So holding on to the top, you need to create a slight angle with the bench to the floor so you can see I'm at a slight tilt. We're going to raise one leg up, bring it down, other foot up and down. This is the first time doing it, so try and focus on form rather than try to do as many mountain climbs as you can in the 30 seconds. And off we go.
Look to the left, look to the right. Nothing can stop me in the night, like I'm leaving all the bad stuff. Go, go, go. Running to better times. Go, go, go. From my emotions I'll go, go, go. Running to better times. To better times. To better times. To better times.
And rest. Okay, so next we're going to do snow angels. So for the snow angels, for the first round, we're not going to use a resistance band. And then we're going to see how you feel, and I'll show you the progression in the second round. So remember, for our snow angels, we have our arms above our head, slightly behind our head as well, and we bring them down. So we're trying to create this tension between the middle of our back. So you imagine that you're trying to grab like a pencil between those shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1, off we go.
That I die, I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be
Okay, so next we're going to do a curtsy lunge. This is the first time that we're going to be doing one properly. It's very similar to the skater move, it's just that you are making more of a concentrated effort to lunge. So what we're going to do is, with your standing leg, you're going to really plant your foot down. The leg that is in the air at the moment is going to come behind you and allow you to sink down. So imagine you are doing a curtsy. And what you need to do is, as you're coming back up, is use this standing leg for support. Off we go.
yeah, I can carry all that you've got. 2 heavy hearts is not a lot. I will put out all of the fire.
If this is too difficult at this height, you can simply step behind, do a slight bend, and then come back up.
That I die, I can't hide.
sure that your feet are wider than what they would be for your conventional squat. You're going to have your toes pointed out slightly more of an angle, about 45 degrees. Not completely out, because that's more of a plie squat. So, the in between of the two. As you sink down, remember to still push those glutes backwards, drive that hip back, feel that tension in those inner thighs, and come back up. And off we go.
I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I am running for you. I am running for you. I am running for you.
Okay, so next we're going to do uppercuts. So we're going to be in a fast feet position for this one. So we're going to be having our feet lightly tapping up and down. And then we're going to raise up for uppercuts in that fashion. So there's a couple of seconds between each uppercut and really create that tension. If that's too much, do it from standing and do your uppercuts from a standing position. Off we go.
Tonight I'll reach out and touch the sky. In the city of angels, feels like I'm coming home. With my head up in the clouds, I am searching for something, and I'm still hoping. 'Cause I wanna be in, not out, wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this.
And rest. So next we're going to be doing our reverse lunge, and we're going to tap forward. So this is the idea of progressing into either a tick-tock lunge or doing a reverse lunge into a kick. So, I'm catching my breath. For the reverse lunge, remember sink back down, 2 90-degree angles as we come up. We're not meeting our feet in the middle, we're creating extension in that leg. In 3, 2, 1, we go. We are in week 3, so if you're finding that this is progressing quite quickly, don't forget you can always have support with the use of a chair, holding onto a wall for any of the moves. And if it's things like a reverse lunge or a squat, don't lower down so much. So go to a level that's comfortable for yourself. We're going to go back into those bicep curls. So grab your band. And 3, 2, 1, off we go.
Wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
Okay, shake those arms out a bit. Just remember when we're doing bicep curls, similar to this move as well. I'm going to do this one from the side, just so you can see, hopefully, the neutral alignment. So even if we're moving certain parts of our body in different fashions, we should still keep the shoulder, the head, shoulder, hip, and the ankle in line with one another. So standing oblique crunch in 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Why did I stay? I should be leaving. Hear what I say without even speaking. My compass is off, why did I choose you? I'm just too lost, I need to cut loose. I keep it in my head, I keep it locked away. My friends think.
And rest. So we're not going to need that long band anymore. So what we used to do with our standing mountain climbers, like I said, if you found the first round too challenging, you can do it from a more upright position because you're still raising the knees. If not, you can keep it at that nice angle and see if we can keep a bit lighter on our feet this time. So rather than planting straight back down, slowly have a slight bend at the knees with your the heel of your foot off the floor. Off we go.
Let go and let me love, let me love again. Let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love, let me love again. Wanna let go, I wanna lose you. Fall out of love as you're supposed to. This was a phase that I was a mistake, but I can't move on with something in these days. Let go and let me love, let me.
And rest. So if you want to do the snow angels this time with the resistance band, use the short one and place it so that your hands, palms are facing each other, so you're almost like trying to clap your hands. Place it over your head, and as you come down, bring the band behind your head to pinch the shoulders. You won't find that you get as much rotation as the conventional snow angel, but it is adding that resistance at the top. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love again. Let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love again. Let me love, let me let go and let me love again. Let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love.
And rest. Roll those shoulders out once you've done that move. We're going to go into the curtsy lunge again. Just a reminder with the curtsy lunge, if it was too challenging to go far into the lunge, obviously raise up a little bit more. You can also have a bench, so you can have your bench in the middle, so you've always got support as you're going from side to side. If the curtsy lunge is too hard, you can stick with your side to side lunge as well on this move. So 3, 2, 1.
Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright.
Next one we're doing is our sumo squat. So similar to every move that I'm going to talk about, if the sumo squat you were doing was too challenging, don't sink so low into the sumo squat. If you found that it was easy at the level you were doing, try and sink down as much as you can into that sumo. Three, 2, 1, off we go.
Work it out with my charm, having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright.
After this one. So next we're doing our uppercuts. So just as a reminder with the uppercut, we are light on the balls of our feet, shuffling and then doing the uppercut as well. The uppercut should come as a swing underneath your arm. So by the side it should hit just about at waist height and then really raise up so it's past that shoulder in a nice swift movement. 2, 1, off we go.
So good. Don't you think it looks so good? Baby tonight, 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 hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright.
circuit of 2 moves on the floor, our clamshells, but for now we're going to do our reverse lunge to tap. So again, if the reverse lunge to tap is too much, even if you're finding reverse lunge is too much of a challenge at this point, you can do a step back to a tap forward. And then as you gain more confidence, more mobility, more flexibility, sink down lower into that lunge. 3, 2, 1, off we go. For our clamshells. Okay, so clamshells. As you can see, I've gone up a band, one because it was a pain in the neck, but two because I also feel a bit more confident to use a stronger level resistance band. For the clamshells, you're going to place the band, it's similar to the crab walk, so between the groin and the knees. You're going to come down to your side, and we're simply going to raise our legs up to create the opening of the clam, and then bring it back down together. So obviously choose a resistance that's good for you. Off we go.
I like about you, I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
Okay, 30 seconds rest. So we're going to go over to the other side. So keep that band intact. A little helpful hint, I think, for some people. Sometimes it's hard to keep the feet stacked on top of one another. You feel like you're slipping and trying to keep them in place. So the top foot, just place it over your front, over the lower toe. So it's almost creating like a bit of a pocket. Sometimes that helps keep the stability in place. 3, 2, 1.
For you, one of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Too drunk and too...
Okay, one more round of clamshells and then we're done. With this one, remember, a little helpful hint again is when we are laying on our side, the one thing that you can do is have a little bit of a lean forward. Sorry about banging that, but a little bit of a lean forward, and that should help you to prevent too much external rotation. You don't want to be looking up at the ceiling for this one. So 3, 2, 1.
Say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
Pretend like you're gonna leave. Just one shot of Hennessy. Next thing you're all over me, all over me. We act like we're hard to get, but we know this is imminent. Cause we keep falling right into it, right into it. Oh, we were only fun till you show me love.
The last one, if this is too challenging with the resistance band, you can always take out the resistance band. You can do that for any of the moves. So even though this is progressional with equipment, if you feel like the equipment's too much, by all means, just do the workout without the resistance band, or even go back a workout or a week to a level that suits you. So 3, 2, 1.
I can't control myself because I'm very done. 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 I still hurt, still hurt. I still hurt myself. I still
So, I'm going to start off with some 90-90s. So what I want you to do is to have one leg in the front, that's a 90-degree angle, and the other one creates the other 90. This is more of a static version of it, so there is one where you do a 90-90 shift, and it's a bit more mobile. And switch.
Right before you told me, I tried to change it all. But look at us now, could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted.
Okay, coming onto your side, what we're going to do is the idea of the 90-90 stretch, but you're going to try and place the other leg behind you. If this is too much, the best thing you can do is a normal hip flexor stretch, or you could do a cat-cow, or change it into a child's pose. There's loads of different poses you can do. It will work, obviously, different muscle groups, but it will just, it's the idea of the cooling down section. You can also go a bit higher, so don't sink so low into it. And don't have to have your knee, the calf at a 90-90, so you can see mine is tucked under quite a bit because it's struggling. Okay, coming in for those cat-cows.
You said we'd reach the stars. Look at us now, could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. Strangers again. We're like strangers again. I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again.
Okay, facing into the middle, cross the legs, turn. And switch.
Started. It's time to get my head up again. You said that you had to.
Lean over to one side, drop the elbow,
Think we'd end up this way, like strangers.
centre, So a huge thank you and a huge well done for finishing week 3 of this 8-week programme. If you enjoyed this video, please as always make sure that you do give it the like and hit that subscribe button. We're going to be continuing with week 4 next week, and as I said at the start of this video, week 4 is going to be a 35-second work period with a 25-second rest period. We're going to be adding one more move, so it's going to be a slightly longer workout as well. We are still going to be using resistance bands, so that's our added intensity in that form. But other than that, with all that, enjoy your weekend, have a lovely July 4th if you are in the US, and it's bye for now.
Control myself because it very does. I can't 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 control myself because it very does.